Hello, this is Jim Steed again, your scientific English editor. Okay. Today's topic is writing an orderly introduction for novices and experts. A novice is someone, maybe a new researcher or someone who doesn't know your field very well, someone who's new to your topic. That's who a novice is, all right? Now, I have 30 years editing 4,500 papers, and my experience has shown me this about introductions. It's best to write a 1 to 2 page introduction. The best is 1.5 pages. They would really love you if you just wrote 1 page. But at most 2-page introduction, educating the novice, that's a new person to your field who doesn't know much about your field, and convincing the expert, that means other experts in your area, that you know the most important studies, okay, or the most relevant studies to this topic, and organized like this. Known information, usually to get someone's attention. Then more known information, but more and more focused. like a 题目越来越小，越来越准，越来越小，越来越准。Okay? To the point where we get to the unknown information. All right. One sentence saying that something you don't know. 这个叫做 information gap. Okay. Then the research question with the independent and dependent variables and the population. And finally, many people forget it, the experimental approach. Okay. Finally, the experimental approach. So 我们你写一个这个 introduction 要写1到2页而已，1页半是刚好，写1页大家会很高兴 ，all right？ 然后你的目标是来教育一些比较不懂的人，给他们一点背景 information， 然后还有一个目标是让这个另外的专家，你的 peer reviewers， 让他们知道你自己已经知道最重要的那个 studies 是在哪里，不是你看多少个 studies， 就是你知道哪一些是比较重要一点的 ，OK？ 他们如果你知道这些比较重要的这个 studies， 他们就以为那你也是专家 ，OK？ 然后你怎么安排？从 known information， 我们知道的 information， 第一个就是抓住大家的注意力，然后其他的就是越来越小，越来越小，越来越那个题目越来越小，一直到我们知道这些，可是有一个地方我们还不知道，就是不知道的一些，这个叫做 information gap。 Every study， 每一个那个研究要 focus on an information gap。 我们的 field 不懂得什么 ，OK？ 然后你的 research question 要写得很清楚，就是你的 independent variables， 然后你这个 population， 然后你的方法写越简单的方法在那边。我们看一下 I wrote an introduction to an everyday topic in a scientific way. Okay, let's take a look at it. First, this is the known surprising fact, maybe. Last spring, 20 birds were found dead outside the windows of my glass home, which is located in a forested area. Oh my God, 20 birds. That's a lot of birds. So think a fact is to catch their attention. A lot of birds. 然后 general known information and specific cause here. In fact, many birds die crashing into windows of buildings because they cannot see the glass and they consider it to be open space, freely accessible. So, okay. But that's known information. I'm educating the novice here. Okay. Here's some more. I'm still educating the novice. Some known approaches to resolving this problem here. Several kinds of window stickers, 这是铁的东西, have been used to prevent these fatal, just deadly bird accidents. These stickers, 铁的东西, are black, they're white, and they're multicolored silhouettes. Silhouettes mean shapes of birds of prey. Birds of prey are birds that eat other birds. All right, so they look like a shape of a bird that eats other birds. In addition, vertical strings with feathers attached, hung from the tops of windows, have also been used to achieve the same goal. Okay. So these are some of the ways that we've tried to stop the birds from hitting the windows. My problem, they're all for sale, right? I did not know which of these methods would most effectively reduce the number of bird collision deaths. This is what I don't know. Okay. That's what I want to find out. So then my research question, remember, independent variables, dependent variables, subjects, setting, and time. So I wrote it like this. Therefore, I studied the effect of three preventive methods, these three preventive methods on the number of bird deaths due to glass window impact in a house located in a forest over a 6-month period. Okay, so this is my research question. Okay, the independent variables, the preventive methods. All right, number of bird deaths as dependent variables. Where in a house, where located in a forest, how long, over a 6-month period. That's a very clear research question. 然后我的方法就是 to do this, I attach the same number of black, white, or multicolored hawk stickers. Hawk is a bird of prey. On an equal distance apart, hung on strings with feathers 4 inches apart on one of 4 clear glass walls, respectively, and attached nothing on a 5th wall from February to August, and counted the number of dead birds found outside the window at 7 p.m. every evening. The house is located in a fenced-in area with no cats or dogs that would remove the carcasses. The carcasses are the dead bodies. So that's what I've done. All right. Taking a simple topic here, I've written a scientific, I wrote this, I introduced my simple everyday topic, the scientific report way. Okay, that's what I've done. Okay, let me go back here for a moment. So I've gone from known information to more specific known information to information I don't know, to a research question, and then an experimental approach. Over. Almost all introductions to medical research is written in this way. Okay, so although I'm using a very simple topic here, if you understand what I've been doing, you will understand how to write an introduction. Now, so again, this is about writing a 1 to 2 page introduction, educating the novice, and convincing the expert that you know the most relevant studies. Okay, that's all you're doing. Now, I wrote an everyday topic. Usually we're writing in science or we're writing in medicine. I edit mostly medicine. So when you collect that information, you usually have to do a literature review. All right. So as you review the literature, you need to choose studies or cite studies with level 1 to level 4 evidence. Level 1 is the best evidence, okay, the most believable evidence. Level 4 gets less and less believable. And you cite these in your own words. Now, here I have an evidence paragraph. Now, I don't try to read it. It's almost impossible to read because it's so small. You can find it down below. You'll see it, HTTPS, Research Guides, Library, Tufts Education, blah, 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 blah. That's the link. You can stop this presentation, write that down. Remember, it comes from Tufts University. It's a very good pyramid. The top blue part is filtered information, and it goes from the best evidence to the next best evidence to the next best evidence. Right below that blue is the kind of studies you're doing. And then when you go down this way, they're talking about the different kinds of studies. All right. So when you start to write your introduction, you start at the top. And if you can find, for example, the top one is systematic reviews, or I believe it is systematic reviews, then that would be the very best one you could find. So you try to look for that first. If you can't find that, then you go down to the next time, the meta-analysis. And then you just keep going down. You search from the top to the bottom, finding the kind of information you need to write your introduction. The further down you go on the pyramid, the less believable or the less reliable the results of the studies. All right. You can go to that link there, Tufts University, and look at that pyramid. That will help you choose. It will tell you the kinds of studies to look for. And then, for example, if you're going to PubMed, let me move out of the way here. If you go to PubMed, remember the pyramid tells you what to look for. Then if you go to PubMed, you can always tell them what you want. Do you want to see a clinical trial? Do you want to see a meta-analysis? Do you want to see a randomized controlled trial? There's different things that you can, they will let you can choose the kind of studies you want to see. All right. So it's actually, now the pyramid tells you what to look for, and PubMed lets you choose them. All right. So that really helps you do your literature review very quickly. Okay. So thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to move down here. Thank you very much for listening to my talk on how to write an orderly introduction for novices and experts. You're welcome to come to my websites. In Chinese, there's a link. In English, there's a link, and I also have one for Spanish and Portuguese. If you go to the English site, you'll be able to find it there. Okay, thank you very much. See you again some other time. Bye.